I need a new bag. This one I've had for over a decade. It is brilliant for a day bag. It's got just camera kit in it, but because of that, it's not very flexible. It's not brilliant for the great British weather that we have around us. And also, this is just camera kit. So if I have all the extra bits and pieces that you need, if you're staying multiple nights, which I am a lot of the time on this channel nowadays, I end up kind of donkeyed with a load of kit and it's just totally impractical. So I posed a question to myself, what would be the ultimate camera bag for me for use on this channel when I'm out and about in the wilderness? Around that same time, I met Brian. Right.
Hello.
Hello. I'd like a bag from you.
No problem, sir. No problem. First thing I need to know is...
So for me, a massive inspiration was the fur trade in Canada and America, because I love the concept of going on a journey. I still love the concept of going on a journey, hence the company name. I wanted to bring that element into the UK as best as I could, and I'm still trying to do that.
Got no external space to add anything to it. So
Exactly.
what do you think you're going to be doing which requires additional storage space? So this bag is very much designed to be an overnight bag. 1 to 3 nights. If you're really smart with your food, you can get a week out of it. So in terms of literage, I think you want to be looking at something of this size plus your camera gear.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, yeah.
So that's the fundamental of what you need. Now we need to decide the capacity we're going to add on to that to accommodate everything else that you want to take along with you. You haven't got to worry about stuff hanging on straps. You've just got a few key areas where you can add, you can choose to add or detach. Yeah. And generally speaking, your typical bushcrafter doesn't have stuff hanging on his bag.
Whereas I think of films where post-apocalyptic people have got all these stuff hanging off.
Yeah, Sam Gamgee's got all of his pots hanging off his bag. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I go in my head.
It's just having that versatility and that overpackability.
Yeah.
I like the word overpackability.
Overpackability.
I'm not sure it's a word, but it is now.
So I started playing around with leather 7 years ago. Started taking custom orders because people had seen my stuff online, liked what I did. And then around 3 or 4 years later, I found my nan's old... Oh, Jean's here. Hi, Jean.
Are you filming?
It's all right.
That's all right, we can pause it.
I'm not going to stop. I'm going to drop your knees. All right.
Okay.
That's all right, nice meeting you.
That's Jean for you. She just turns up out of the blue and I'm like, oh, hello.
If it's all right, start that again.
So I think the first thing I ever made was, I made myself a small leather wallet and a small tablet cover. Put those online, people liked them, and then people started asking me to make them things. And that carried on for quite some years. So I was making, leather belts, knife sheaths, just all kinds of just different bits and bobs out of leather. And then I got into kind of the wax canvas and the old school aesthetic of the outdoors, and I wanted to have a go at making some things out of wax canvas. So I found my nan's old sewing machine, hand crank, in the loft. Got that down, and the rest is history, so to speak. It moved on from there. So then people liked those wax canvas products. I started making things on commission, and then as things progressed, we then developed the product range, started holding stock. Then we eventually started going to the outdoor shows, and then slowly the wholesale, like big orders started to come in, and the Journeyman brand also progressed on its own as well.
Excellent.
What do you think?
Yeah, I was about to give you the transition quote then. So what's next?
So what's next is we need to draw up some rough measurements. We need to decide whether we're going to go deep or whether we're going to go tall, or whether we're going to do a bit of both. We need to tear all that bag apart, see what's in there, and figure out what's going to go in what pouch and how big these pouches are going to be.
Right then.
Let's do that.
Okay. What is it that you enjoy and you love about working with wax canvas and leather specifically?
I think it's just that gorgeous aesthetic of the fabric itself. I like how you can get it in different thicknesses, so it's very adaptable for different products. So I just love how you can get so many different applications out of one fabric. I think over the years, as I've very slowly taken on new products and tried to do new things, it's been a very gradual growth of being able to do more complicated items. But now we're very much at that stage where I'm very much at the pinnacle of what I've achieved so far. And the next stage really does take it to like another level that even scares me, to be honest.
Why? What is it that scares you?
Because up to this point, I've been able to look at a product and I've been able to go, I can look at something and understand how it goes together. But now I'm looking at things and I'm like, I'm not sure about that one. I actually have no memory of working with textiles at school. I've always been fairly good with my hands. I'm very DIY orientated and I'm always happy to give something a go. And I've always looked at things and thought, if they can do it, why can't I? And that's very much what led me into picking up a sewing machine and giving it a go. But I had no prior experience. I'm totally self-taught. It was literally as simple as seeing if I can make two pieces of material go together with thread. We just went from there and slowly developed over the course of 4 years now, I think it is, working with fabric. I've lost my all. The catalyst for starting the business was people enjoying our products and asking for them was the thing that really kind of started taking it forwards. People liked what I was making and they wanted that for themselves. So then we started taking custom orders. That was the fundamental thing that started the business. And then the reason I took it further was I want to kind of run my own life in a way. I can have control of my own life. I enjoy being able to enjoy the sunshine when it's shining. It doesn't happen very often in this country. I like the fact that I can go and enjoy it as and when and just make up the time in the workshop later on in the evening. And I also enjoy being able to, talk to customers and really get to know people and understand what they're using our products for is something I really enjoy.
Perfect time for today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is no one, because we're not sponsored yet. So, therefore, why not do Journeyman Handcrafts as today's sponsor? I did a promo for him, really enjoyed making it, and Brian did an amazing job basically being the main actor and the narrator and the writer for it. So, here we go. A message from Brian.
That feeling when you close the door behind you, you put your favourite pack on your back, look at the road ahead and take that first step is a feeling like no other. A feeling of anticipation, nerves and excitement all mixed into one. You have a rough plan, but there's no real knowing where you'll end up. Home is behind you, the world is ahead. Having a destination is important, whether that be physically or metaphorically. A goal, an accomplishment, gives you purpose and achievement. However, always remember, happiness does not come with the destination. It comes with the journey.
Are we in the jungles of Borneo? No. We're just outside Sheffield. The greenest city. City of dreams. City of steel. Home to some of England's greatest heroes. Sean Bean, Michael Bailey. These are the people that live in the town. But we are in a sea of brambles.
Jerry!
How you feeling, Brian?
I'm feeling good, baby!
Don't look at me! Got a right nice horse. Concentrate. Towards me. You got it.
anyone who picks a camera up like that, they do end up being like 90s dad.
Oh yeah.
Just watching the sunshine. I'm just narrating what I see.
I'm gonna do a really
This
bad
is-
impression
this
of
is
David
right.
Attenborough at some point. This documentary is gonna be mint.
What is it that you love about the outdoors?
That sense of adventure. I'm quite a curious person, so everything I see raises a question for me. So when I first started exploring outdoors, it was like a whole new world had been opened up, and I just had 1,000 questions, which is then what led me into bushcraft, because bushcraft is a much deeper understanding of the outdoors. I think naturally we are not designed to live in the world we live in. As a Homo sapien, we are designed to live outdoors and be in the natural world. So I think there is a fundamental part of our DNA that longs to be outside. And when we go and reconnect with nature, we're tapping into a level of relaxation that sitting on your couch watching Netflix doesn't tick that box. Welcome to the Journeyman Handcrafts Workshop.
Okay, we're back.
We're back. Welcome to the new abode. Basically, we outgrew the garage. It got to the point where we couldn't move in the garage anymore, especially with more than just myself in there. Some days we were pushing on 3 people that needed to be in that space, and it wasn't feasible anymore. We needed to find something bigger. The world is our oyster now. We've got the space to do things. There's a lot of fun projects that are coming down the pipeline. For example, we're doing a big canvas dome for a community garden down in London at the moment. So we have the capability to do these huge projects now because we've got the space. This is by no means a huge business, but for me it's absolutely massive. And I often think back to, God, just over 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, we were in a back bedroom, and we've come on such a long way in such a small space of time, really. Don't get me wrong, I've got a team behind me and I do not take all the credit, but sometimes you think, God, you know, off your own back, you've pulled this together and you've done a pretty good job there. So yeah, it just feels amazing. Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Okay, not looking. I'm so excited. Have I told you, this is the first custom thing I've ever had made. I've never had a tailored suit. I've never had like a truly customized thing where I've got to...
And you're starting with a rucksack. Open your eyes when you're ready. Okay, so what we've got is, you can see, as I said earlier, it's not as big as you'd imagine.
Yeah.
So I'll run through some of the specifications with you. There's lots of little things that you've asked for that we added on. So on here we added a clip and this strap here, which is tensionable, and you can run that along the side of your body there. And then we've got drawstrings all the way down the side, and you've got a hole down the back of this pocket here, so you can run like an axe handle down, get it behind that cord and pull that good and tight. I mean, you can put whatever you can imagine in there.
Amazing.
Really.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
same goes for this side as well. You've then got some little loops here just to attach extra stuff to, and you've got this big pocket that you wanted just to be able to drop batteries in and things like that, just to keep them off the ground. What you could also do is, I was thinking, you could run cord through these and you could hang stuff and let it hang inside the pocket. You've also got tie-outs on the top as well for just any additional lashings on that you might want to do. In the back, this is a big thick board of foam. It keeps structure in the bag, but it also is going to protect your laptop because there's a laptop sleeve in the back as well, so that's going to protect your laptop. And then as we venture inside, we've got a pocket here, a little Velcro pocket, maybe a notebook or more memory cards or whatever you can imagine really. This one is a slight modification of our belt pouch that we already do, but Jason asked for it to be totally padded in foam. And then the next size up.
Awesome. So this was...
You can remember better than I can what they were for.
This was for same as purpose as this. I almost used when we went away as a prime example. It was like we didn't have far to walk, but I didn't want to have to keep going back forward to the car. Quite a few times we were like, right, should we go out and film some stuff like the hero shots of you with a bag up and thing. That was me, you, Jamie. You had kit on you, but I had to kind of hold it, and I had a bag on my back, but it was a big bag and it was a bit of a faff. Whereas technically, if I had this, that probably would have been enough.
You can run and gun with that, yeah.
Yet, if we went out, then the day after, I went out and filmed Jamie's lesson for a little while, and ideally, I wanted a bit more than what could fit in just one of these ones, which is why the idea was that that fits together, and then we have another, or was it? It was sort of fitting like that, wasn't it? And then the other one,
and then we scale up again.
Is a scale up of that. Oh, and the colour, and just that. Oh. These two.
Yeah, that and the yellow. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice.
Oh, amazing.
So inside of these and that one, you've got fully removable Velcro dividers. You can do all kinds of weird and wonderful things. So all of the wall is Velcro material. So these dividers can go in wherever really.
Amazing.
You choose.
And I think the padding on the inside is actually slightly thicker.
Yeah, so
than what we found in the lower Pro. We went a little bit thicker, again, being that the idea is that this isn't going to go to a photography studio and get put nicely on the floor. This is going to go up a mountain and potentially get dropped a bit, or it's going to have a bit more abuse than the standard camera bag. So therefore, we made it a little bit sturdier.
Yeah, we've got a really thick 1 centimetre, 10mm EVA foam in there, so it's good quality, strong stuff. Awesome, and then inside the bag, this is where your laptop sleeve is. So you've got padding in the back, and then more padding in the front, so you'll be able to put your sleeve in there, your laptop in that sleeve there. And then, yeah, the rest of the bag is literally one big bucket, so you can just go to town. But the concept is that these go together nice like that. That'll probably be on your belt. So these sink to the bottom of the bag. That fills to about there. You've still got plenty of space to get all your camping gear in. And then even if you've got more than that, you can have the flap up high, get a little bit of cord between them, and you can really pack it high. You're sitting at around 60 litres in volume in total, which should be plenty. So we've got a few extras for you as well. I know you keep talking about coffee pouches, so there you go. Got this, because I remember last time you said you wanted one because you keep forgetting your keys. And then you've got yourself a little sitting mat here as well to go with your blanket that you got last time as well.
Well.
There we go. When it's all said and done.
So amazing, thank you, mate.
It's a pleasure. It's been a long journey.
It's been a long journey. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in any of this of this stuff, where should people go?
The website is journeymanhandcraft.com, or on Instagram is journeymanhandcraft as well. Come and say hello, have a chat, and anything you like, let me know.
Amazing. Same as always for us. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff.
All that good stuff.
Put in the comments below, if there was one custom thing you could have made for yourself, what would it be?
To fit your lifestyle.
Yeah.
What would it be? Good question.
All right. Thanks everyone. See you in the next one.
Ciao, ciao.